Hey everybody, Tacticange, Chili Games, back on the PlayStation 5. Yes, we have got a PlayStation 5, we hooked it up, had it for a couple days, and this is my first game that I've ever played on it, and it is so awesome. We have worked so hard to get here. And I owe it all to you guys. This and the monitor that I bought has basically all been from you guys. That's with the ad stuff, and so basically this stuff was bought with the YouTube channel. So I cannot thank you guys enough. I probably played this for 2 hours the first night that I got it, and I was just like, oh my god, this is so good. Like look at the decimal places. Like when I'm looking at different ranges, you can actually see them. And I don't know if it's going to be a massive difference for you guys viewing, but I'm just like you can even see it on my controller. Like I'm freaking out. I'm just like, oh my god, this is my first game that I played on it. I'm freaking out. I'm looking everywhere. I'm just trying to see, because on the PlayStation 4, it played really well, actually. The only thing that there was, it definitely wasn't as smooth, and there was a little bit of motion blur, especially when moving. And so I'm just looking everywhere, and I'm just like, man, it is actually insane, the difference, in my opinion. In my opinion. So, it has been... Man, it has been 6 years with my old PlayStation 4, so the improvements are quite noticeable for me. Anyways, here, this game actually gets somewhat close, and going to try to be focusing on a little bit of targeting here. We can see the Tier 3 German cruiser, Karlsruhe. I really don't even want to try to pronounce that every single time, because it's kind of just a lot. We're out of position here. We're playing a little bit too aggressive in the Omaha. We're still angled. We're not giving a flat broadside like their Marblehead is doing. So we are trying to at least get some damage negation going, but we are kind of just coming out here, and the Dene really struggles on that first salvo. So anyways, Karlsruhe was probably the closest guy to me, but the Dene and the Marblehead were presenting much better targets, and the other cruiser was just not doing much to me. He wasn't shooting at me, so I figured, okay, let me get the guns off the table that are actually shooting back at me. And man, even just watching this back, it is just so awesome to watch. Just the game, and then we get attacked by a wakeful. I was dead. I'm already turning my ship so I can guarantee to get torpedoes off. But he launches both sets of torps. Do not ask. Don't even ask. I don't want to talk about it. I have no idea what that was. I don't I don't know. Anyways, so 4,000 HP, not a lot going on here. I was hesitant to shoot here because I didn't know my smoke fire penalty. I could have checked it, but honestly, the controller is a little bit different from the PS4, so I was fumbling trying to get it with the PS4 button, the start button. I don't know, it's just different. This is my first game, I was freaking out. You know, get over it. So we end up getting away from the Yahagi there, which was honestly that DD that just stormed in, just doing nothing, actually saved my life. And it's honestly hilarious, the fact that just how it went down, just out of nowhere. Like I could have sworn I was dead there. I was like, you know what, this guy's coming to rush me, and then he doesn't even shoot torpedoes at me. It was, I can't lie, I was laughing. We actually do pick up the solo cap here. Now, the island that I was playing where I was smoked up, I actually do like that spot a lot. If you are playing Ring, and you can kind of make your ship into that spot, it's really good. But if people are pushing up like the enemy team did, it can be a very compromised place very, very easily. However, if there's a game with a lot of battleships, you can play that kind of mid-island somewhat aggressively. You just have to make sure and be careful of where you're starting to shoot from, where you're getting spotted from, all that kind of stuff. But I usually try to push there. I don't like to go out right of decap. It just makes me feel like I'm too far away from the action. If I can stay somewhat mid-map in this game, or at least close to the inner island for Ring, I will, just because the map is so small, and let's be honest, tier 4 BBs are very slow, so anytime you can be shooting as many targets as possible in something like an Omaha, I want to be there. Ring is actually one of my favorite maps. It just works. It just works really well. It is so much fun. I wish this was a bigger map, to be completely fair. I mean, I wish things were spread out a little bit so we could maybe have it at maybe some higher tiers, but I completely understand why it's not, because could you imagine this map on tier 7? It would actually be kind of funny if they would do that, have like limited time modes where like tier 7 games are just like in certain like smaller maps. I think that would be funny. Anyways, but yeah, I'm looking around at my ship. There was multiple times where I just caught myself just looking around, like I'm doing now. I'm just like, this is so cool. Oh man, it is. It has been so much fun trying out this new thing, and it's so quiet. It is so quiet, and obviously the joke of PS4 is that it's super loud, obviously, but it is so quiet, and it's hilarious that it's just I'm not having to play and also hear a B-39's engine in my left ear. But yeah, I'm just looking at things, you know. Obviously the PS5 update is not an actual graphical update. The only difference is I was playing on a very, very, very old PlayStation. It was 6 years old almost. So motion blur, all that kind of stuff, were somewhat bad. So the game just plays 10 times smoother. Like it, if you have a PS5 or you have an next-gen console and you are able to kind of confirm this, at least for me, because I haven't moved up in any sort of console in 6 years, so for me, this jump in just performance was just massive. So, I do know that Zarkun actually just secured one as well. I don't know if he's told anybody yet, but Zarkun, I'm sorry, I'm throwing you under the bus. I guarantee you he's gonna have a video out on it before I post this, but as of today, what is it, July 22nd of making this, Zarkun has secured a PS5, so we can go bug him to make it. I love it. It is honestly, it's amazing, and I can't wait to play things like Battlefield on it and all that kind of stuff. And we were playing some other games like Avengers actually plays really, really well on it. You can actually play it. The Avengers game on PlayStation 4 was just absolutely terrible. Like borderline don't even buy it because it's so bad on the old gen. They just couldn't handle it. Anyways, picking up some nice in-game stat patterns in terms of citadels and actually get the crack numbers. So first game on the PlayStation 5 in the Omaha was at Kraken. I was actually kind of happy about this game, not gonna lie, just because everything that happened. Anyways, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed it. I always appreciate the continuous support that y'all give me, and I will see y'all in the next one, guys. Peace.